Yo, what's good, everybody? It is your multimedia designer, Bernard Fields, and tonight I'm going to show you guys a real quick, useful tip that I found on YouTube that I think that once I show to everyone else who's watching this video, if you are a user of Photoshop, you will be forever grateful, just like how I'm forever grateful. When I saw this tutorial, I thought to myself, oh my gosh, I could have saved so many projects as far as photo wise because I've had the unfortunate experience of sometimes people giving me photos that was just like bleach past or it was really like not colored correctly. It was just all things wrong with it, all things wrong. And normally what I would do is I would go ahead and do like a auto color on it or do a auto um, curves or I would do a auto tone, and it wouldn't really turn out the best way I thought that it could turn out, or I thought at the time that this was as good as Photoshop was going to allow it to be. And I wasn't really as skilled as I am now, as I'm going to get ready to show you, to be able to go into curves and to do these adjustments and all this other type of stuff. So without further ado, I talked enough. Let's jump into this. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to share my screen with you in just a second here. Just bear with me. I'm going to show you how I get down. Okay, let's just share the entire screen here. All right, cool. So I went on deviantart.com and I looked for something that a photo that had like a haze to it, maybe a discoloration, and usually romantic photos tend to have that, portraits. So this one I saw and I was like, oh, it's nice, a nice damsel in distress who has suffered from a loss of color, and maybe the photographer thought to themselves like, you know what, this is what I'm going to use, and I'm going to go with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and save that, or I should say copy it, close it. Then I'm going to go into Photoshop here. I'm going to start a new file. I'm not going to give it a name because I don't care. I'm not going to save it. And I'm going to go ahead and paste her in place. Get rid of this background layer. Now, real quick, this is what you do. You have a photo like this, and you're thinking to yourself, like, you know what? I wish that it didn't have this blue haze that you can clearly see. For those who have an artistic eye, you can see this has like this haze over it, this discoloration, a filter. Okay, and what you can do to get rid of that is quite easy. What you would do is you would go down here to a new fill or adjustment layer. You're going to click that and you're going to go to curves. All right, now what you would do is you will click on your white eyedropper, because what you're going to do is you're going to hold down Option on a Mac, Alt on a PC, and you're going to hold it down, and over here on the bottom right hand side you have like this white house. You're going to click that and immediately your picture is going to go black for the most part until you start moving over to the left. You move over to the left and you're going to be looking for a space that's going to have plenty of white. Not a ton of white, not like this, but you're going to go just until you see that this green turns to yellow and the yellow turns white. All right, now what you're going to do is you're going to keep your finger on Alt or Option, and you're going to let go of the click on your mouse or your tracker. Okay, and then you're going to see that if you move over here in this gray area or on the outside of your art box area, you have this eyedropper because you have the white eyedropper selected. As soon as you go over the picture, it's going to go back so you can see exactly where you're going to click at, and you're going to click right where the white is. When you click there, you see that everything else kind of brightens up. Okay, now you can let go of Option. We're not done because now you have to go over here, click the black eyedropper, doesn't matter which order, click the black eyedropper, and you're going to hold down Alt Option once again, and then you're going to click on the black house, and this time it's going to go all white. But don't panic, because the more you move over to your right, you're going to be looking for an all black area. You're not going to go like this. That's too much. You're looking for the first area that turns black. The first area that turns black. And you see that area over within her hair. So I'm just going to continue to hold down Alt and Option, and I'm going to let go. And while I have my eyedropper pick the black one, I'm going to go over my picture, and I'm going to go to that area, and then I'm going to click. Okay, and there you have it. All right. Now you may not be able to notice a difference, but if you turn that curves adjustment layer on and off, you can see the picture is now almost back to what you would consider its original state. The color has come back. You've gotten rid of that blue haze. And if you look over here into the RGB area of your curves adjustment layer, you see that it's done all the work for you. Photoshop, based off of this little tip that I showed you, has put the green where it needs to be at. It's cut the blue, and it's also cut the red exactly where it needs to be at in the darks and also in the highs. Okay, now I'm going to show you what it used to look like. Go ahead and paste that on top again. Now I'm going to show you what we used to do. Like I was talking before, I would normally go up to Image, and I would go to Auto Tone. Auto Tone looks as if it does a good job. But if you compare this to what I showed you, you can see that it doesn't grab that darker tones. It doesn't grab that richness. And so normally you would think, oh, that's what's up. So I undo that. And let's go over here to auto contrast. Sometimes you think auto contrast would do it. Slight, nah, not really. You see, I'm going back and forth. That's the original. That's with the auto contrast. This is with the method I just showed you. Our method is a lot better. Okay. And we're like, that doesn't work. Okay. And then I would normally say auto color. Now, auto color Photoshop, it doesn't do this. It doesn't grab the dark. It doesn't grab the white, but it does the best it can. And that looks absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. It looks worse than the original. But the original, compared to what we color corrected, it's like night and day. And this is all done with one curved adjustment layer, done the way I just got finished showing you guys. Here you have the original, here you have the curves layer. All right, and that is it. So I hope you guys found that to be useful. And again, I like doing little quick stuff like this, so feel free to share this information with other Photoshop users. I haven't tried this in the area of film, because I do film also, and I do color correction in that. But I'm gonna test it out and see what I come up with. And if it does work, then I'm gonna go ahead and do a video on that. But until next time, you guys stay very creative. Always design, always practice, practice, practice. It only brings about a better craft. And until next time, I'll see you guys. And like always, peace in and confusion out.